Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to LICD lecture number 39 and 39A. Today we are going to discuss the compensation techniques for the input bias current and the input offset voltage. Particularly, we will see today for the input bias current compensation. Okay, let me put in the full screen mode. Okay, yeah. Right. So let us start. And the input bias current compensation for the inverting amplifier. So let us begin with this topic. So the circuit figure 1.A is my input inverting amplifier with the input bias current. So here if Vin is equal to 0, Vout should be 0. But in reality, it is not. So, so for, let me just expand it a little more over here, concentrate a little more. Yeah, we got it over here. So when Vin is equal to 0, IR1 is 0. So that means IB minus into RF will be equal to V out minus V minus. That will be means V minus is also equal to 0 because virtual ground, because V plus is equal to 0. So V out will be equal to IB minus into RF, which is our equation number 1. So what does it mean is, even if V in is 0, output may there is a voltage drop, that is IB minus into RF, which is present. So the effect of bias current is that it introduces a DC error voltage at the output even when V in is equal to 0. Okay. And we'll see one example. We'll see a worst case scenario for IB minus. IB minus maximum value is 500 nanoamperes. And let's consider RF over here as 100K and R1 as 1 kilo ohm. Okay. So the DC error voltage of IB minus into R2, that is 500 nano into 100K, that is 50 millivolt DC error voltage is present at the output even with V in equal to 0. So in applications where signal levels are already measured in millivolts, the above DC error will be intolerable. Okay. So to reduce the undesirable effects of the input bias current, a compensation technique or the compensation circuit is shown as below. So here the addition is we have added a resistor RCOM between the non-inverting terminal and the ground terminal. Okay. So let me just come out of this. Yeah. So this is my compensation techniques. We'll analyze it right away. So before that, let me adjust the screen so that it is visible to you also at your end. Yeah. So this is my compensation technique for input bias compensation technique with inverting amplifier. So over here, the compensation register RCOM have been added between, let me just reduce the font size. Yeah, have been added between the non-inverting terminal and the ground. So current IB plus, you concentrate on the circuit on the right hand side. So current IB plus is flowing through the compensation register, which will create a drop V compensation, that is VCOM across it. So by virtual short concept, we can write V plus is approximately equal to V minus is approximately equal to minus VCOM. Now, now we apply the KVL at the output loop. So VF will be equal to V out minus V minus. So V minus is minus of VCOM. So VF will be V out plus VCOM. Whereas output voltage will be given by VF minus VCOM. That is the equation number 2. Now, by proper selection of RCOM, VF can be cancelled with VCOM and the output voltage will be 0. Hence, it will be said that it is compensated. And the value of RCOM is derived as follows. So from this diagram, circuit diagram, what will be VCOM? VCOM will be given by IB plus into RCOM. So what will be IB plus VCOM upon RCOM? That is equation number 3. And for compensation, V out should be 0 for V in equal to 0, correct? So over here, your VF is equal to VCOM. Okay, from equation number 2, we got. Let us go back to equation number 2. So this is a equation number 2, right? So let me clarify this also very clearly. This was a equation number 2. So what we are writing over here, for compensation, V out should be 0, correct? So in equation number 2, if V out is 0, your VF will be equal to VCOM. That's exactly what we have written over here. I hope that it is clear now. So VF will be IF into RF. Yes, it will be equal to VCOM. So IF will be VCOM upon RF, which is equation number 4. Okay. Next, we apply the KCL at node V minus. So that will be IB minus is equal to IF plus IR1. Correct. And for V in equal to 0, what will be IR1? IR1 will be 0 minus V minus upon R1. And what will be minus V minus, and V minus was equal to minus VCOM. Okay, so that IR1 will be VCOM upon R1. Okay, that's what we substitute over here. IF is equal to VCOM upon RF, and IR1 will be VCOM upon R1. Com stands for compensation. So IB minus will be equal to, if you rearrange the terms, it will be equal to VCOM into 1 plus RF upon 1 minus, IB minus will be equal to VCOM, which will be R1 plus RF upon R1 RF, which is equation number 5. Now, assuming that the values of IB minus and IB plus are equal, so we can write over here IB minus is equal to IB plus, and IB minus we have just now evaluated. So V out into R1 plus RF upon R1 plus R1 into RF. If IB plus, let's check the expression. Yeah, IB plus is VCOM upon RCOM. Okay, so we substitute it over here, VCOM upon RCOM. And if you look carefully in this equation, we have VCOM which is common. So RCOM will be given by R1 RF upon R1 plus RF. That will be the parallel combination of R1 and RF, which will give us the value of RCOM. So this is done to compensate for bias current. Now the compensation register RCOM should be equal to the parallel combination of R1 and RF. Thus if RCOM is equal to R1 parallel to RF, and if the bias current values are equal, then the output voltage also will be 0. Okay. So now let us go back to our work. So now next topic will be slightly more into the topic. So effect of input offset current, IIO. Okay, there is a concept of input offset voltage. It's even present in the data sheet. Yeah, IIO, input offset current. That is around typically 20 nanoamperes of current. So the input bias compensation will work only if both the bias currents IB plus and IB minus are equal. So typically, in most of the cases, IV1 and IV minus are never ever equal. So practically, there will be small difference between them, and this difference is called as input offset current. So mod of IIO will be IV plus minus IB minus. This is our equation number 7. Okay. Now why mod? Because IB plus can be greater than IB minus, or IB minus will be greater than IB plus. Sign doesn't matter. The magnitude is typically it's 20 nanoamperes for typical values, and maximum IIO can go is 200 nanoamperes. Okay, so the absolute value in the equation number 7, actually it is, indicates that there is no way to predict which of the bias currents, that is IB plus or IB minus, will be larger. Okay, so even with the input bias current compensation, the input offset current will produce an output voltage even when the input voltage is 0. So still the problem is not solved. Now let's see how. So we have the input inverting amplifier with the input bias current compensation, same circuit but with different motive. So over here we can write VCOM is equal to IB plus into RCOM. And what will be IR1? IR1 will be 0 minus V minus upon R1. So V minus, we know it is minus VCOM. So IR1 will be VCOM upon R1. Now we apply the KCL at V minus node. So we get IR1 is IR1 plus IF is equal to IB minus. And IF, if we rearrange the terms, IF will be IB minus IR1. So IF will be IB minus IR1 will be given by, this is VCOM, right? And VCOM is IB plus into RCOM. So we get over here, instead of IR1, we get IB plus into RCOM upon R1. This is our equation number 10. And from this diagram, we can write VF is equal to V out minus V minus. And what is VF? IF into RF. So IF into RF will be equal to V out minus V minus. So V out will be equal to IF RF plus V minus. We know V minus is minus VCOM. We substitute it over here. And what is the value of VCOM? IR1 into R1. I think where it went. Yeah, I think it is here only. Correct. So V out is given by IFRF minus IB plus into RCOM. Now from equation number 10, we can write, you see equation number 10 is over here. Let's say that where it is. Okay, I guess this is equation number 11 and this is equation number 10. Okay, so what we actually do is from equation number 10, we can write this term over here. V out is equal to bracket IB minus IB plus into RCOM upon R1 into RF. That is a IF actually. So IF we got it from equation number 10. So we are substituting equation number 10 inside equation number 11. So this IF entire term is replaced by this big term into RF minus IB plus into RCOM. So this is our new equation number 11. So we substitute the value of RCOM as R1 RF upon R1 plus RF in this expression, in this equation number 11. So we get some cancellations. R1 gets cancelled out. We rearrange the terms, IB minus and IB plus. So V out will be equal to RF into IB minus IB plus. Okay. And just for your information, that IB minus and IB plus, the difference is called as input offset current IIO. So V out will be given by RF into IIO, which is equation number 30. So even with bias current compensation and with a feedback resistor of 1 mega ohm, a 7 for 1 op amp has an output offset voltage, which is given by RF into IIO, which is 200 millivolt. So V out is equal to 200 millivolt with zero input voltage. Okay. So now we wait for 10 seconds and if you all have any doubts, you all can ask. Okay, so let us resume. So the compensation for the input offset current, it can be observed from equation number 13. This is equation number 13, that the effect of offset current can be minimized. Let me go back to equation number 13. Yeah, this is 13. So it can be observed that from equation number 13 that the effect of offset current can be minimized by keeping the resistor value RF very, very small. Okay, a smaller one. So another remedy is to use a op amp with a smaller input offset current rating. That is IIO rating, which you see in the data sheet. So if you found out a better op amp with a better IIO rating, you can select that to avoid this effect. Okay, so we have covered most of the points in this lecture. Let us revisit. So we have seen the effect of the bias current compensation technique for inverting amplifier and for effect of input offset current, okay, on amplifier in general. So we have covered today the compensation technique for the input bias current and the input offset voltage, and that's it for today. And we will join back and continue with the compensation techniques for various other parameters. So until then, have a good day and thank you.